It's Touhou time. Hello, Koishi. Okay, cat. Let's see how the cats are doing. This favorite part of the game. This wonderful fight where nothing ever goes wrong. Cats? Yeah, but you posted the orange cat. This is the Michael cat. The far worse cat. In terms of being a pain in the ass. Bubble box moment. Certified hitbox moment if I've ever seen one. Ooh, this is not the line I usually tend to do. Okay, we can probably do a little bit of throwing. Not a lot, but a little bit of throwing. I'm actually pretty low on key right now. It doesn't really matter. Girl. Yeah, everything's fine. There's no problems in the least. Hello, Takane. Surely you're also looking itchy today. One might even say sublime. Oh, is my internet killing itself? No. It just lost a frame. Fuck, that was scuffed. Also, how does she... How long does that fucking gun go? That was scuffed, though. Dog shit P collection. Holy moly. Hello, like General. I wonder if it's still possible for me to hit 2.0 here. It probably is. No, it's not at all. What you think for the 10 streak? And Yatsuzume, thank you for the raid. I appreciate it. We're just here enjoying the wonders of the early game. But I appreciate the raid, and I hope whatever you're doing was going well. Hello, Fanny. No, that wasn't the line I normally take, but it's what we got. Listen, there are zero problems on this stage. Nothing can ever go wrong. You're here for the mighty special of it. 2 in a row, Nikkei. They said it couldn't be done. Demos in Steam Fest. Yeah, including the Kaine expansion game. In fact, that's the only one I know of. Surely there's no issue with that, right? Eek. We love bubble hitboxes. Even when the spell goes away, I still really play expanded class. Listen, when the full game drops, I might also... Hello. Is that supposed to be Jabro-real? Say Jabro-real. But hello, and thank you for the follow, appreciate it. Hello, Javicos. What's your new trend? Min-max PC98 input latency. What do you mean by min-max input latency in PC98? Like, what have you done in regards to this? Hello, Eve. Okay, I never died at Kane again this time. Touhou 20. Touhou 20 is a great game. As long as you're not doing Koyohime first spell. It's a great game, in my opinion. How much input lag do the emulators for PC98 have? Because I've never really noticed any of the at least strong input lag. It's ever stood out to me. Takane is one of those handful of bosses, and it's not like it's that bad, but Takane is one of those handful of bosses that I will say, I am of the mind that her nons are worse than her spells, just in terms of playing. Yeet. Fine. Dude, stage 2 is so nice until the last 30 seconds are just sketch. It's really just the one, honest. It's really just that at the very end there, I should say. You know, frame reference, you got 1 to 2 consistently. Give you about 3. Retro arcade, you for 2 to 5. Those nons are something where I wish that homing just existed. Sure, I can kill you before I have to do a dodge. Cool. Neat. Stage 3, my beloved. Yes, it's get 20, but you're already 4 hours deep now. But it's like modern Windows is giving you 1 to 2, and whatever P98 is giving you 3. Isn't that still pretty solid, though? Hello, Pazoots. Slightly sketchy, but honestly not that bad. I love the mid-non. Nothing ever goes wrong here. She moved to the left early, made it last longer than usual. And she almost made me very angry. Love stage 3 spam. Whoa there. Fuck, what? Oh, come on. I hate her. Why am I up there? Dude, how long that attack takes when you don't have max power? Honestly, that wasn't even that long. Back to the cat again. Let's go. Yeah, this is the run, surely. Surely. You can't make those jokes. This is my stream. I'm the only one who can make corny jokes like that. Imagine she'd come over to the right. What? That never hurt. That was perfectly fine, calculated. You know, at least the Michaels are going fine. Nice power. Okay, neat. This fight's weird, because it's not bad, and I very rarely do die to it, but, like, these nons are uncomfortable to play. And the lack of homing makes it a little hard to deal damage to them sometimes. That was quick for offense, though. So I like when I'm trying to make a talking point, and then just immediately the game decides, no. Let's show the exact opposite for a second. So, like, that spell 1 is fine, not a threat. This non specifically, it's like it should be fine, but it feels awkward. Even if it is 90% of the time perfectly fine. This attack is theoretically her most threatening attack. I don't like playing on the left wall. I much prefer the right wall, but unfortunately, sometimes she comes over here. This is a very cool attack, it's just not very threatening on average. I say as I have one of those more sketchy Kane finals. Okay, back to stage 3. Yippee. These things, as much as I complain about this game's early game, honestly, it's not that bad. It's just frustrating at the time. Because, like, Mickey specifically is very frustrating when she wants to be. And especially if you're, like, not fully in the mood. Stage 1, you know. But that's definitely stage 1. Whoa, whoa, whoa there, buddies. The early game of stage 1 is 2 words particularly high. Lol K. Fuck! How about Touhou 15 and Touhou 20? Also, Mountain of Faith, he also deserves an honorable mention. give UFO an honorable mention, specifically because of that stage 2. Alright, on the money. Look at that power fading to the... What? Inception game's evil? Well, you can't say recall a Touhou game and then recall a Touhou game and be like, ah, that one doesn't count because it doesn't count. You'd be like sitting down and being like, you know, there isn't really that many super hard, like, is there really any super hard Stage 3 bosses? And then they say Kagero, and it's like, Kagero doesn't count. She's not a Stage 3 boss. It doesn't count. Bro, like, Stages 1 and 2 in Touhou are actually just, like, beyond easy. If you ignore every, like, one of them that has something that's difficult, it's actually just free. If the only Stage 1 you look at is PCB, honestly, Stage 1s are really easy. Let's forget something with the LNN right now. Is that how this is gonna work? I don't know if my eyes and energy are in the game right now, fully. Whoa, why you fuck, I hate that. Like, even with PCB, you know, Stage 1 is obviously not that threatening, but, like, Stage 2 is pretty threatening. Also, even if you ignore Touhou 20, like I said, Lol K still exists. Like, Ringo is still just an absolute pain in the rear. Also, you typed exception wrong. You typed it as if you're accepting something, when it should be exception with the EX. Therefore, your entire opinion is invalidated by your spelling. What? Well, K is also an exception. So true. Remember, every game is either free or an exception to the rule. But if it's an exception to the rule, then it doesn't really count. So if you think about it that way, then it's all free. Like, honestly, I'd put this Stage 1 similar to Moth. The average quality of everything that's not the final is harder. The quality of the final is probably a little bit easier, though. I hate the world. Okay, you know what this calls for? This calls for my tried and true... Nope, that's Marissa. Marissa's not real. My tried and true 8-tilt method. Sound practice? No. Oop. It's culture retirement. This game doesn't have retirement non. At least no non that's known enough to be called retirement non, though. I could start calling Mega Moon Non 3 retirement non just for the hell of it. You know what? I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna start calling Mega Moon Non 3 retirement non. Knowing full well that I don't like that attack, and that it's annoying for me to deal with this. Fuck. Here, what? I got this one through another meme. There you go. Damn, I'm the GOAT. Why is she naked? Who? Misamaru or the racing in that emo? Because the answer is neither of them. Unless you have a strange definition of naked. Oh! Alright, like I said, let me know when the Kaine expansion like fully comes out, and then I might actually play that at some point. Research purposes, you know. See how good I am in a school environment. See how good my Touhou knowledge is. Die? Thank you. Gosh, this attack is so much fun. It's such a fun and addicting attack. Whoa there. Glad she actually followed me. Let me kill her without having to home. Give it that. Crap myself too much. The problem is, like, there, when you do that really, like, nice side dodge, there's a part of you that just knows you're screwed by doing it, because it's gonna last so much longer. Okay, that was all on me. I shouldn't have tried that micro. Oh, what? Okay, speaking of micros that you may or may not be optimal to take. I mean, it's optimal if you can hit it. Oh. Is that even true? I put myself in the corner too much. There's that blue ball on the left that just threw me for a loop. It's just so much dancing on this attack. It's such a fun attack. Grab myself again. That blue and yellow ball on the left just once again throwing me for a loop. Situations like that, I get myself too low. Problem is, I feel like there's this usual, like, kind of, like, general down, up that I just try to do, but... I don't know where I'm going with that statement, so I'm just gonna stop. I couldn't find the words. But sometimes it's just hard to go up. For sure, but it's slower. Yeah, because again... You put yourself low, you can't put yourself in a spot where you have to do some micro, but you have to, like, go up, and then you have to fade down, and then you gotta go up, and theoretically, the lower you go, the more gap you get, then the worse it gets. Why can't this attack just be free? Pulling up, I gotta stop. I gotta move on to something else right now, but I can't. No! It's on you one? Spell one or non-one? Damn, what a line. Damn, he's sexy with it. Well, Sanyo Spell 1, to be fair, is the #1 thing I probably need to get better at, because it's the biggest problem prior to Stage 4. Tragically. There's Sanyo over there. Actually, a couple minutes, because once I die, I get another cap of this. Wow. Oh, I'm sexy with it. Oh, so it's my favorite spell in the game. It's also the hardest spell in the game, but it is a very fun spell. Okay, I'm gonna go take a 1-minute pee break. And then I'll do the thing I don't want to do, but I should do. I'll be back in a bit. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's go run my head right into this wall a little bit, shall we? I love this spell. With the Slug Knight takes life. I've never had Slug before. I would expect something in that regard. I wish I could come up with an actual strat for this attack, though. Something at the very least that's not just try to look for a micro, like a favorable micro, and say good luck. I say that, there are definitely things to look for, it's just hard to really definitely very prone to tunnel visioning. Even beyond that, it's just hard to find. Especially when things come at an angle, just like where is there going to be a gap, and sometimes you just run right into a cluster of, you know, piss. Like that, like that is just the. That's the part of the attack that just makes you want to die. Yep, that right there again. You're like, well... Like I did make that line, but like those last two lines there are just disgusting, and they're not good. They're bad to aim for. But the question then becomes, well, what? That was a fine one, but. Again, you can just kind of wing it. It's not terrible. Like, I could definitely do it. Okay, what to do? Let's just go back to Nikkei. Oop. $1.99? Kidding me? feel like move to your right? Okay, could you give me some, like, good lines? I mean, that was literally, like, the exact opposite. Just completely surrounding the bubble perfectly. Okay, we do a little scuff sometimes. Oh, I gotta wake my eyes up. Like, we're going fine, and then it just... my body's decided that, you know what? It's a nap time. Oh, I can't stop yawning. I went to bed late last night, but I also got a lot of sleep, so... Neat. Cat down. I could sacrifice my power to buy a card. Yeah, that's totally what we're doing, right? I want my centipede. I'm pretty sure that if you're trying to, you know, LNN the game by using cards, I'm pretty sure the centipede is the best card that you can take. the time down anyway. It's technically optimal. It's not. It doesn't make a big difference. It's one of the reasons I don't do it. And like dancing with the nons, like I just was talking about earlier, I find it awkward. I can absolutely do it, but I also absolutely can just do what I just did. And as of the last few days, I just decided, you know what? Let's just kill the non as quick as possible. We can play the rest of it, and it's generally fine. So, not gonna bother with timing that down. So the only thing you actually time down in this is Stage 5 Tsukasa. I'm sorry, Stage 5 Vile Creature. Ooh, already hit 4.0. Sick. Why is... Oh my goodness. You should just don't ever do what you don't do. I was like, let me go to the right to shoot her more. She walked right. Never do that, ever. Completely threw me for a loop there. I need to get my heart rate up. I need to get the blood pumping. I need to get myself awake. Why? A calf pain. pretty early kill. Neat. Yeah, once again, cat. Damn, she's very high up. This is actually insane. She's never that generous. And she's staying that high up? That's actual insanity. Eep! It's fine. Everything's fine. There's nothing's a problem. Nice power. Holy nice power. This is a and money. Oh my gosh, the money and the power. You've never seen anything so beautiful. You can't just spell the run differently and expect it to matter. In fact, you saying the run only means I'm gonna play worse. Yep. What did I just say? Unbelievable. I can't believe you cursed me like that. Say hi to our girl over here. See if doing something else can't jumpstart my brain. Easiest not in the game. Surely this this attack will wake my eyes up, right? It's so bright. Pico. The final's brighter. Well, the background stands out on the Cape final, right? Like, Mega Move's like nighttime, right? And like her background's this like reddish, or this black with like some dark red and dark blue, right? Hitboxes! Holy crap, first try Mega Move. Actually, no, that's what am I talking about? Second try Mega Move. I died to the first envelope. Proof that Mega Move's actually free? As long as you have max power? Oh. I mean, that just downward. Blech. Oops. Gotta let that play out for a second. What else do I want to do to stall? Let's do some of this. Right? I got something or other. God of Marketplaces? Hello? Someone wasn't paying attention to the lore. That knot is absolutely gonna body me in the middle of a run someday. Maybe. And I will cry. A little bit suboptimal. Fine. This feels so weird. It's 45 seconds of nothing but 3 dodges. 3 stressful dodges. I mean, I can see. Fricky frack. I love scuffed finals. Boom, there's the one thing I've been missing for a while, which is a perfect Taimada. The type of something to help get the heart rate up, that's what we're looking for. That's what we want to see. We beat the game, yeah. I now have a perfect stage 1 stage section, perfect stage 1 boss, perfect stage 2 stage section, perfect Takane, perfect stage 3 stage section, perfect Sanyo, perfect stage 4 stage section, perfect Misumaru, perfect stage 5 stage section, perfect Megamu, perfect stage 6 stage section, and I had not gotten a perfect timeout up till now. Now, I hadn't spent a ton of time on it, but I now actually have it. So what that means is now this is clearly the wrong. This is where we get something down. Because I will say that final, even though I did practice, that did get my heart rate going a bit. The one thing we wanted to happen. But I don't know if that's going to help me right now, or if that's just going to make me more jumpy. Oh no, I'm not even close to 2.0. Ooh, when am I gonna go for the lost branch of Legend LNN? Not allowed to activate your spell card. You have to play a Lunatic L7. If you take damage a single time, you reset. Me with my stage 2 bosses, Yiko. Oops, still attacking crows, yep. Oh, went off again. Adrian Boss is cheered up. Marva. Or Marva first cheered, oh yeah. It's the Karumi into Larva Hole. Give her the best odds of maximizing her damage. You get Orin first Poison Doll trio. You're just kidding. Well, Poison Doll does... Poison Doll, if you kill her within 2 turns, you're fine, right? Although she doesn't... Does she always... No, I think turn 3 is where her variation starts. So yeah, Poison Doll you'd have to kill on turn 2. Yuyuko, you can wait till turn 3. Because her trigger, I believe, is at the end of turn. Right? Junko, you still have, what, 2 or 3 turns for, right? Before her passive, like, the one that starts to deal damage happens. Every time she purifies. Although, to be fair with the Junko game plan, if you can get down a, what's the rare? The Prism Concerto? That was disgusting, Mickey. I want to make sure I address that. That was revolting, what you just did. That line of just perfectly lined up next to each other, that was disgusting. But at least with Junko, you can get the Prism Concerto to nullify taking any damage to her passive. Tenchi Wildcard block the damage? No. The Tenchi card does not affect life loss, it only affects attacks. So the Tenchi ability will not affect like poison and such. Direct to damage sources, no, it only affects attack damage. Spacesuit would reduce damage taken from Junko. Yeah, Spacesuit would buy you the early playing Junko. Because I forget, I think it's like after her second turn she starts doing 1 damage every purification. But that would get blocked, I believe, by Spacesuit. Eventually, she starts doing 2, I believe, and of course that would be too much. Ooh, that was slightly suboptimal. By slightly, I mean very, but it's fine. I recovered. I'll pretend like nothing bad ever happened. I can't stop yawning. Speaking of Branch, what am I doing later in Branch? It's either Marissa B. Swa? I think it's Marissa B. Swa, but it might be Sakuya B. Oh yeah, I spent all of last time just on Reimu B, so... Should be Marissa B. Swa. Hey, Marissa B swaps in the white mana. You can get the Prism Concerto. We're doing the LNN later. Let's go. Oh, the branch one. We're so back. Marisa. I love that Alice emo because when you look at the Alice emo, it's like, oh, you know, it's just a cute, like, Alice blush emo. When I look at it in chat here, I can't see her hands. It looks like she's jacking it. Hello, Walrus. Paul, I have a question. What do you prefer more, banana or walrus? Because saying banana walrus is a mouthful, obviously. Which one is more or less sacrilegious? Banana, got it. Okay, walrus. Just the 5, yeah. Lily White, the goat. Oh my gosh, I'm on stage 3 again? Wait. Something's wrong. I feel it. I'm not allowed to be on stage 3. I love this section. Eep! Boy, I sure hope there are no hard mid-bosses around here. Oh, wait. Fuck you. Today is not my day for Sanyo Nons. You know what, though? That's fine. Early 2.0. Hey, you, the lady over there. How you doing, cat? Yeah. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go do some Sanyo, some whole Sanyo for a little bit. And then probably do a couple more runs, dying to Mickey, and then we'll move on for the day. It spells tilting. Oh, that was a perfect line. No problem with it. Not close at all. I can't complain too much today, you know? Like, I got what I got, which is pretty good. But I think at some point soon I just gotta cut my losses. Brace what I got and move on. Otherwise I'm gonna lose my mind. Yeah. Yeah, it's just... not the prettiest, you know? What? Okay, scratch everything I said. I'm gonna do a little bit of deep tilt and then just move on. Hooey. Neat. There we go. Yeah, let's just sit on this for another 5-10 minutes and then move on with our lives. I can't. No matter what I do, I can't help but come back to this. That was good. That's a certified hitbox moment. Damn, that was a nice cap. Hey, you know what? I could be very happy about that one. Oh, okay, and I do the... Have too much of the left. Nice line. Close. Yeah, we'll just get one. We'll get one more. Damn. Okay, we take those. Before I go, I do want to check one thing though. Not that. Up to 200 out of 1367. That's improvement. Because it was 100 out of 900. So that means in about the past 400, I've been about close to 25%, probably about 20%. 20-25% range. That's pretty good. You knowing how cringe that spell maybe. Yeah, we'll move on for Meow.